Hi, everyone. So yeah, my name is Lucjan, and I'm CEO and co-founder of Surfer, a B2B SaaS product that we grew to 15 million ARR in around 5 years, with less than $1 million of marketing spend in total. At Surfer, we are building an AI SEO content automation platform that does all the heavy lifting around content ideation, writing, optimization, and then performance measurement, so that you can focus on the stuff that matters, which is telling the story to your customers, and we are taking care of making sure they can find it. Should I see that slide somewhere or not? Okay. So over the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you some marketing tactics that, for us, were a waste of time, and we didn't attempt them at all, or we just attempted them and wasted some time. There's some stuff that's usual, yet can be tricky to execute, or it's kind of like underrated. So I'm going to talk about pricing a bit, about affiliate marketing, about building a community. And finally, we have some weird shit tactics that kicked us. We launched a Chrome extension to 500K weekly active users. We did a partnership with Jasper, and then I'll share one simple trick how to make your G2 reviews go through the roof. So here's our revenue growth. We had like almost $1 million in 2019, and last year we closed at around 15. And most of the tactics I'll talk about today will be applicable across all of this range. Okay. But if it's not, then I will, of course, let you know. So yeah, starting with tactics that can be a waste of time. And the first one, I want to share the recent experiment that we did on generic growth tactics, which I use the term for kind of like whether you're using a freemium model, a free trial, demo, or in general, how do you convert your customers. Here's the recent experiment that we launched like a month ago. So on the chart, you see in general conversion rate from signed up user. So basically after they put an email and password, sign up, and then they have to basically choose the plan and then take out the credit card and pay. So this is the conversion up until before the experiment, where we didn't have any kind of free trial. So whenever you wanted to try Surfer, you had to pay the money up front. So it's roughly 15%. And then we thought, yeah, maybe it's a good idea to let people try Surfer without paying up front $59 just for a credit card details. We'll charge them after 7 days. That's probably going to make the conversion much higher. And it didn't actually work like that. The conversion rate almost didn't move. And that really is a conversion rate not to the payment after you activate the trial, but just to the trial. So in general, it seems like people, at least for our customers, it's kind of the same thing to just take $59 out of the pocket versus if we charge them after 7 days, the conversion rate is the same. But the idea here is really, if you are just starting, or if you are just below $10 million ARR, probably, you should focus on building a shut up and take money product. So focus on getting those early adopters. They will basically either buy your product or not. They don't care about trials, freemium. If they believe in your value proposition, they will pay for your product. If they don't, it's not a problem of bad marketing or conversion rate optimization, but rather a product problem. So build a shut up and take my money product and just charge your damn customers upfront, ideally annually. Another one is SEO. And why the hell is CEO of an SEO product company telling you that SEO can be a waste of time? Well, it was for us, but we were in quite unique position. So just bear with me. Here's a decision-making chart that you can use to tell if you should do SEO. Why we didn't do that? Because we were bootstrapping, so we were kind of like short on money. Our niche was highly competitive, so we were to compete with Ahrefs, SEMrush, HubSpot, big domains, big players. So if that's the case, you will need to wait for results for a long time, like a year or so, and you'll need to invest a lot of money. And if you are bootstrapping, you don't have this money, and ideally you get your cash flowing from the get-go to just be able to invest more on tactics that will compound over time. So, yeah, if you are profitable, over $1 million ARR, you do invest in SEO. So we just waited for some time. If you're not bootstrapped, if you have highly competitive niche, so you probably have to ask your investors, are they willing to wait for results? And if they don't, you change your investors because, it's a long-term game. It's always a long-term game. And the best marketing tactics compound over time. So if you just focus on stuff that's giving you immediate effect or are easily measurable, then it's not going to work. So offline conferences, many people do. We did the same. Like, yeah, Web Summit, let's go on a Web Summit. So many people, right? So many potential customers. We'll talk to, different people. They will buy our product. Well, it doesn't work like that because out of those thousands of people on the conference, there was just little be really interested in your product, be part of your ideal customer profile. And then out of those, you'll be able to talk to 50, and then there's just one person that will buy, or ideally, maybe it's not even one person. So don't go to big conferences trying to sell your product if you're just getting started. What to do instead? Go for a local meetup. You will be able to form much more intimate relationship with your customers, early adopters. It will compound over time as well, much better. Or we also did one big conference, and it makes sense as long as it targets your ICP precisely. Like we went to the conference for SEO professionals, decision makers about buying software, and that can work. But don't go to generic Web Summit or SaaS Talk conferences. So the usual stuff, pricing. How many of you experimented changing your pricing over the last 6 months? 20, 30, 40%. That's nice, but everyone should do that really, because it's a huge growth lever for any SaaS company. So here is the real world pricing survey outline that we just launched for our new product. And the idea is to launch such a survey before you start working on a product, and not after or never, because it will make you much easier to invest your time later on, much more confident whether you are building the right thing, and basically it will put you in the right frame of mind how to frame your value proposition to ask people how much money are you willing to spend on it. So get much more precise description of what you are building. And then the artifact from that, it's like presentation over 50 slides around different data points. But this is one of the most interesting one, which shows you, in our case, the market penetration maximizing price was $15 per article. But then we could charge much more to maximize the revenue. Much less people will buy, 10%, but the revenue will go up. So it will be much easier for you to decide how you should price the product that you're launching. And actually, besides conducting the willingness to pay research before creating a new product, you should start pricing higher and not lower than your competitors. because at the beginning you are looking for early adopters. They will have higher willingness to pay. So you can just capitalize on this and just get some money to get started. It's like, if you are bootstrapping, you should be looking for exactly that. Don't use discounts. Don't do lifetime deals. Next to affiliate marketing. So here is, the slide is actually wrong because it includes Jasper Partnership, but cut it like in half and you'll have an idea how much revenue does affiliate partnership affiliate marketing brings us. So roughly like $1.5 million for 2022. And it's a nice channel. People are generally afraid of spending like 30% commission fee. Like someone will get 30% lifetime for my customers, that's a lot. But if you price higher, you'll have some leeway to do that. So that's one. And the actual commission is lower because if you chase like big affiliates, then you'll get brand awareness because they will show it to their community, spread the word. So brand awareness is like you cannot measure that. Affiliate links are often skipped as well. So community building, like there's one tip I can share that the biggest one is that be authentic, be real, be memorable. Like this is our how to Surfer wiki walkthrough with Michał, our CPO, and like you cannot not memorize this guy, right? So it's like so sad to see all those B2B startups, SaaS products have this boring marketing, like just like anyone else. Nothing really, you don't have to necessarily do that, but be someone, right? Be someone. Be where your customers are. Not like launch Slack channel because it's convenient for you. If your customers hang around Facebook, do the Facebook group. You need to test where is the best for your customers. And weird shit tactics. So Chrome extension, we saw an opportunity. Keywords Everywhere was like a leading Chrome extension for seeing search volume data direct in Google. And one time they said, it's going, you're going to have to pay for this. And we saw like huge backlash on Facebook, like, why do we have to pay for this? We don't want to pay. It was like $1 a week, but still it made difference to their customers. They had like, I don't know, 500K or so users. And we were like, we have this data, we can build this. So we did. In 2 weeks, we created Keyword Surfer, and we saw like articles like this. It looks like Keywords Everywhere, but not completely. So we had a lot of PR from the get-go. We reached 65,000 users, like potentially interested in our product, like seeing Surfer logo every time they opened Google. That was powerful for brand awareness. Right now it's like 500K users. And it's one of the reasons why we are so efficient with our marketing spend. The enabler was that we had to make decision about doing this immediately, fast, and execute fast. And just use the opportunity that we saw. So you cannot replicate that, probably. But you can replicate the decision-making process about looking for opportunity and executing as fast as you can. It doesn't bring a lot of direct conversions, but brand awareness is there. Jasper Partnership, same story. We met in the evening, like in April, with the CEO of Jasper, because they saw a lot of customers asking for Surfer integration. We saw a lot of customers asking for Jasper integration. So we're like, yeah, let's do it. 28 hours later, this ready-made product, like you could open Jasper, sign up with Surfer account, and boom, you saw all of our guidelines directly there. And it's crazy, because 20% of our revenue is brought by Jasper. Brand awareness skyrockets. and so on. But it's kind of a threat if you depend so much on one customer acquisition channel. Question?
So people are using Jasper to write the article, and then your software is telling them what keywords.
Exactly. Yes, that's us.
If I want to write an article, I just go into Jasper and give it the criteria, and then it connects with SaaSOpen.
Yes.
And gives me the optimal.
Yes. So in Jasper, you can enable Surfer integration, and you'll see our guidelines how to write the content. Yes, so that it ranks. 30% commission. You know, it's freezing, but it's worth it.
Is that lifetime commission?
Yeah, lifetime. How to make your reviews on G2 go like, you see, like between like February 2021 to June, we went from 20 to 120. Keyword Surfer reviews from 128 to 200 in a month. What happened? One simple trick. Ask your customers a favor in exchange for a credit in your product. Like, get Surfer certified, 2 content editor credits. Write a G2 review, 1 content editor credit, and so on and so forth. You can figure out a lot of growth tactics around this framework, and it's working wonders.
Your system works with credits?
Yes, we have usage-based. And the thing is, people are not using those credits anyway, because they have so big limits. They are using like 10, 20% limits. They still do it. I don't know why. And the thing is, if you ask them to write a G2 review, they won't do like 1 star because they would feel bad about it. So they either leave a good review or no review at all. So it's great. People will do anything in exchange for free credits if your product is right. Yeah.
One question. G2 and Capterra, they have quite strict policies about not incentivizing people to try to use. Didn't you run into something?
No. Okay. Jasper does this tactic as well. The great stuff was enabled by execution, speed of execution, creativity. You just wait for opportunity and jump on it and execute as fast as you can. And here's a really quick framework how you can figure out whether to invest in particular marketing tactics at any given revenue level. So if you are just getting started, you need immediate effect because you need the cash flow to get flowing. You need to be cost and time effective because, of course, you don't have any of those. But you also need a compounding or profound effect because if you are willing to invest in tactics that will bring your conversion 20%, if you have like 100 customers, that's not going to work. That's not how you build a big company. You need 10x stuff or stuff that will compound over time. If you are growing bigger, you can just do around effect and cost time effectiveness because you can invest over longer time. You don't need this immediacy. And then if you have 1 million and above, you can just invest in stuff that's compounding, like brand awareness, or if it has a big effect also. So cost doesn't matter anymore. So I showed you some tactics that were waste of time, usual, tricky, underrated, and some weird shit stuff. And thank you very much. Good luck and have fun.